All right, in this video, I'll be showing you how to do the advanced example for a revolve. It's based off of this drawing here. You might recognize this from when we did the advanced extrude example. So if you have that part that you've already done, go ahead and open that up right now, and we'll just add on these last couple of features using detail C and section D. If for whatever reason, or if you haven't done that, that's totally fine. If you go onto Learning Suite and you download the Revolve video resources, that zip folder will actually have a part file which will catch you up to speed. It's basically done all the extrudes for you. All you have to do is just open this up, make sure that you save it as your own thing, save it wherever you want to, and now feel free to edit it and do with it what you will. So yeah, we'll just get started on this here. We'll start with detail C, creating the rim portion of this bike wheel, and then we'll work on section D, because that one's a little bit more complicated, but not too bad. With section C, detail C, what we really only have to sketch is just a trapezoid in the middle with all these dimensions on it. Some people might get confused. This is actually 0.13. It's not rounded from 0.125. It is actually 0.13. So go ahead and make sure you put that dimension correctly, and then 0.375 deep. So in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and show the planes here. There is already, all these, you could do it on the front plane or the right plane. This plane is already extended out all the way out there, so I'll just make it easy. Go ahead and open a sketch on there and just fully define that trapezoid for you to be able to do the revolve cut. All right, so I've got this sketch fully defined, and we do need to have some sort of axis of rotation. And so I'm actually going to do it right here in the sketch like we've done previously with a construction line. And I'll show you later in the video how you can actually use this construction line or this axis for your other revolve cut as well. You can actually take it out of another sketch. It doesn't have to be an axis, like a general axis in the middle, which is kind of neat. But now we've got this fully defined, and it's just a simple revolve cut all the way around. Since that sketch was already open, it predicted what we want to do, and there you go. Pretty simple. Now for the other revolve cut, which is going to give us this sort of this angle here on these spokes, we will need to sketch a shape on here to cut out. And I'll show you a couple things that can go wrong with this. And so in order to do that, I'll actually sketch it directly on this face. And I won't do the fully defined sketch because I know it's not going to work either way. I just want to show you an issue you could run into if you do this. So we've got a sketch on that face, and let's say, again, it's not going to be fully defined, but let's say we just have something like that. Okay. And then let's exit the sketch and let's try to do a revolved cut. Okay, and now if I select my axis of revolution, in order to do that, I want to use that construction line that was in the previous sketch. So I'm going to come here, find that last revolved cut, find that sketch, and I show the sketch, and then I can actually select the construction line there. Okay, but here's the issue I'm running into. If you look from the top, this sketch plane is not exactly, I don't know what the word is for it, tangent to our axis of rotation. It's offset from it. If you were to just extend this, it doesn't actually intersect our axis of rotation. And the fact that it's angled will not allow us to do this revolve cut, which is a little bit frustrating. You think you should be able to sketch it right on there. We actually can't. And so that's why we're going to need to throw in another plane here that goes through the origin. Really, you could do any plane. I'd prefer to do one that's out here so that it's not really touching anything, so I can see it a little bit better. I'll throw in that plane, and then you'll notice that since that plane is going to go through the origin, we'll be able to do our revolve cut. So I'll go ahead and cancel that. We'll throw in a plane here by selecting both of these planes and then doing our reference geometry. Throws it in at the 45-degree angle. Just real quick, I want to show you. So if I edit this sketch plane and I add it to, oh, let me put this plane up above here. And I put this sketch on that plane that we just inserted. Okay. And now I try to do the revolve cut. You'll notice that we'll actually be able to do it. So this one's showing, let's get that axis rotation. Okay, and there's a preview for it. So again, that's just to show you, you do have to have it going on a plane that intersects the axis of rotation. But obviously that's not the right shape that we need. So we'll go ahead and edit that sketch real quick. Let's go ahead and edit it. Okay. All right. What you're going to do is you're actually going to make somewhat of a triangle. It's going to come down here and go like this to the center and out. And really the only dimension you need is this 0.375. You can see it goes from the edge down 0.375. So go ahead and work on defining that. All right, now we've got this fully defined. But if it's not a little bit clear, it's not completely clear from this shot, you can see here that this cut is actually going to happen on both sides. So I do need to mirror it about this middle plane here. Oh. Okay. And then it's just as simple as doing a revolved cut with that sketch. And then again, make sure that other sketch is showing so you can grab that construction line in the middle. And there you go. Now you've got everything you need and it's done. Okay. So hopefully from this these few videos about revolves and revolve cuts, you can see that revolves are really pretty simple. There's not a lot that can go wrong. I mean, this was the most complicated part we did and really it wasn't too bad. So they're a really great tool when you have things that are symmetric about some sort of axis. And I will say if you see some sort of cross section on a drawing, something like this, where you've got like a cross section here, that's a pretty good indicator that you'll want to use a revolve. And then because you can just sketch this little portion and it'll take care of a lot of stuff. So I hope that's helpful. And yeah, good luck.